It's a flashlight. This is a battery pack by Aukey, 15,000 milliamp hours with Quick Charge 2.0 technology. There are two USB ports on each end of the device. The one in orange is the Quick Charge 2.0 version. And then you have a micro USB port to charge the battery pack. And as I showed earlier, the LED light actually acts as a flashlight. It's not something that I use, but I guess it's a handy feature for those who might need it. This power button actually lights up and shows you how much battery you have left on this battery pack. When you press it, right now it's lighting up white, which means there's 60 to 100% battery left. If it lights up green, that means there's 20 to 60% battery left, and anything from 0% to 20% will light up red. Does the Quick Charge 2.0 actually live up to its promise? It does. On my Moto X Pure Edition, I tested a 0% to 100% charge, and both times I got under an hour and 20 minutes. The first time it was around an hour and 19 minutes, and the second time it was right at an hour and 18 minutes. On my Moto X, on a fully drained battery, it went from 0 to 10% in 5 minutes, 0 to 30% in 15 minutes, and yes, 0 to 60% in half an hour. At 45 minutes, it went to 78%. And again, around an hour and 18 or an hour and 19 minutes, it got right at 100%. This Aukey battery pack acts exactly the same as my turbocharger that I plug on the wall. And now I'll never have to use it again because I got this. This takes forever to charge. I would imagine if this thing was completely depleted, it would maybe take 18 hours, 24 hours to fully charge it. I haven't tested it, but it's gonna take a long time. It is a 15,000 milliamp hour battery pack. I've used it to charge up my Moto X Pure, my 2015 Moto G, which is filming this video, so I can't hold it up for you, my old school BlackBerry Bold that I use for work, and a Netgear hotspot that I use for work as well. Now, this actually doesn't work on the Aukey battery pack. It'll charge for maybe the first 1 or 2 minutes, and then the battery pack doesn't recognize it and it stops. I don't know if it's because it's such a low powering device that it just doesn't pick it up. It's a bummer because I would imagine other lower power devices wouldn't work on the Aukey battery pack either. Luckily, I just use them for my phones more than anything else. Is it worth the $35? I think so, but that's also because I carry multiple devices and I have a device that uses Quick Charge 2.0, so it's very convenient. Plus, it has a 15,000 milliamp hour battery, so the capacity is huge on it. Huge! That's really all there is to say. It's a battery pack, it works well, Quick Charge 2.0 works well, and just as good as plugging it to a wall with a turbocharger. I think it's worth the money with as much heavy use as I put on my phones. I like that it's a matte black finish, so I don't have a ton of fingerprints on this thing when I'm using it. I like that you can charge two devices at once, and when I had my Moto G and my Moto X connected to it, when both of them hit 100%, it turned off and it stopped charging. So it wasn't overcharging or doing anything like that. It is bigger than my Moto X Pure Edition, but that's to be expected with the capacity of this battery pack. I would imagine that this is a great device if you don't want to be plugged up against a wall, or if you're going on a long road trip or on a plane trip traveling. It's a real handy thing to have with. Alright guys, that's my quick review on this Aukey 15,000 milliamp hour battery pack. Take it easy.